All right, wonderful people. Welcome back to this wonderful channel where we'll bring you back-to-back update and information as the hot. In case you have not joined our social media handle, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first. We go collect them. Let's go down to the news proper. As the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is about to make a remarkable move to change a lot of things about Biafra as he moves to drop his lawyers and defend himself in the court of law. Let's go down to the full detail of that particular information. I know that it is a day everybody is anticipating. Everybody awaits that particular day to know what is actually going to happen as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be defending himself live in the court of NIG. I know it's going to be a tough day where he's going to show them as it should be. Of course, you know that the Nigerian government has so much a long time boycott justice and have always been biased when it comes to giving the right justice. That has been the case with the NIG judiciary. But Kanu is here to change the narrative. All right, as it be, the family of the indigenous people of Biafra leader Nnamdi Kanu has revealed plans to defend himself in court when his trial resumes on March 21st. This was disclosed in a statement released on Tuesday by Kanu's younger brother Emmanuel Kanu on behalf of the family. According to the statement, Kanu decided to represent himself to ensure a fair hearing without legal delays that have hindered his case. The statement reads, on Friday, 21st March 2025, when the trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu resumes before Justice James Omotoso at the Federal High Court, Abuja, he will be taking the bold step of defending himself in court. His development signals a critical juncture in the case that has already exposed deep-seated concerns about the Nigerian judiciary handling of matters tied to the legitimate agitation of Biafra self-determination. The absence of the traditional regal representation will dismantle the usual as my lord pleases constraints that govern judicial proceedings in Nigeria that has for decades allowed the court to brazenly subvert the course of justice under a cloak of difference that shield rather than expose injustice. The very foundations of the institutional bias that has long plagued the case will be laid bare for the world to see. This decision by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes on the heels of successful forcing the recuser of Justice Binta Nyako, who brazenly defied the Supreme Court of Nigeria through her delective implementation of the termination contained in their judgment. She was hell-bent on convicting a person for exercising a right that the law of Nigeria stated unambiguously that he could. It added, the handling of this case by the federal government has been marred by prejudice and unfairness from day one. Onyendu's shift to self-defense underscores our distrust in a system perceived to be stacked against us and the cause he champions. It also places an immense burden on Justice Omotosho to uphold the principles of fair hearing, fair trial, and the rule of law, principles that have too often been undermined in his politically charged sham trials. The world is watching. Any failure by Justice Omotosho to ensure justice is not only done but seen to be done will further erode confidence in judiciary already criticized for its selective application of the law. The stakes could not be higher, and the implication of this trial extends far beyond the courtroom. His trial has now been reassigned to Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court in Abuja. This comes after Justice Binta Nyako, who had previously handled the case, stepped down following an earlier court order. Kanu has strongly objected to her attempt to continue presiding over the matter during his last court appearance. Since June 2021, Kanu has been held in solitary confinement at Department of State Service headquarters in Abuja following his controversial arrest and extradition from Kenya. All right, all right, all right. It is a day that everybody is anticipating, and a lot is going to happen that day, because it's going to be a tough one for Justice Omotosho, for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, for to stand and decide that he is going to defend himself by himself. It shows that the case has gone out of hand. Meanwhile, on another information, NJC dismisses report of Nnamdi Kanu's release, repatriation, Mohbad. All right, okay, let's go to that information. The National Judicial Council has denied report that Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, has been released and repatriated to Kenya. In a statement, the NCJ called the report false and clarified that no such court decision or order was issued by the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Kudrat Ekun. Kanu is still facing a 7-count terrorism charge and remain in the custody of the Department of State Service in Nigeria. His trial is scheduled to continue on the 21st of March 2025 at the Federal High Court in Abuja. All right, I wish you are going to be there to witness how it is going to be live. Everybody is anticipating to see what is going to be the outcome of this case between Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, and the federal government. And it is going to be a tough one for Justice Omotosho, for Kanu to be standing on that dock, defending himself by himself without any of his legal team. I don't know if it is actually going to be tough for Omotosho or whether it is going to be tough for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu himself, for being there to defend himself. I don't think it is going to be that easy. Seeing how biased the justice system is, it is not going to be an easy race. But we pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will help him, strengthen him, and also stand by him in order to be able to come out with better judgment that particular day. The 21st tomorrow, and everybody is anticipating. People like us, we are going to be there live to see what is actually going to happen at that court. All right, as it be, country of particular concerns, Ekpa-led group backs U.S. Congress. Let's go to that information. The Simon Ekpa Biafra Republic government in exile has backed the United States of America Congress call on President Donald Trump to designate Nigeria as a country of particular concern, CPC, due to alleged widespread persecution of Christians. Record that lawmakers of the U.S. House Foreign Affairs Subcommittee on Africa during a meeting on March 12, 2025 urged Trump to impose sanctions. Committee Chairman Chris Smith, RNJ, spoke on the severity of the crisis, referencing first-hand testimony from Bishop Wilfred Anagbe of the Diocese of Makurdi, Nigeria. The subcommittee noted that Nigerians constituted 90% of Christians killed worldwide annually, citing a 2024 report by the Observatory for Religious Freedom in Africa showing out of the 555,910 people killed between October 2019 and September 2023, 21,000 of them were abducted in the context of terror group. Make no mistake, all these attacks are based on religion, as I said, and diverting attention from it denies what we have seen with our own eyes. This religious cleansing needs to stop, and the perpetrators be brought to justice, the report noted. Also, the Global Persecution Index has placed Nigeria among the deadliest countries for Christians. The development has sparked reaction in Nigeria, the federal government rejecting the call. Reacting, Ogechukwu Nkere, known as the acting Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, hailed the U.S. Congress, stressing that it was on point. In its recommendation for sanctions against Nigeria, Nkere, in a statement through his official X account, claimed that the call was a result of BRIG lobbying at the U.S. Congress. He wrote, the Biafra Republic government in exile, acting Prime Minister Nkere, has several private discussions on the sidelines of the hearing with the following House Foreign Affairs Committee members of Congress: Rep. Pramilia Japal, DWA, Rep. James Bird, RN, and Rep. Jonathan Jackson, DL. During the hearing, many members of the committee recommended that Nigeria be a country of particular concern, paving the way for the Trump administration to enact such a policy. BRIG, through its lobbying firm, has engaged actively with the House Foreign Affairs Committee and the Africa Subcommittee over the past month, especially its chairman. The BRIG has strongly recommended to its congressional counterpart the need for congressional hearing and for Nigeria to be reassigned as a country of a particular concern, CPC. While the BRIG considers the hearing a demonstration of the effectiveness of its lobbying campaign, it considers a CPC designation as simply a first step and will push further for Congress to take action regarding the Biafra issue specifically. The Biafra Republic government in exile be the only legal entity recognized by U.S. State Department of Justice for Biafra independence has taken a significant diplomatic leap forward following a series of high-level engagement with U.S. senators and congresspersons in Washington, D.C. Alright, this is where I'll be winding down the curtain, and if this is your first time of joining us, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you go be the first we'll collect them. Thank you for listening. God bless you.